What's up everyone, welcome back. My name's Justin. So today we're gonna be working on my truck that you guys haven't seen. I did a couple videos on my other truck, my 98 Dodge, but today we're gonna be working on my 2006. I gotta do the brakes on it. Front brakes are worn out, so we're just gonna do all 4 brakes because I gotta rotate the tires, and then I'm gonna put some balancing rings on, which I'll show you. So I got trucks all set up on jack stands, front and rear. So the truck's all jacked up right now, ready to go. Got the dogs out here helping. That's Kimber. She's got the gray face. And then the little one right here is Luna, and the boy up there is Dodger. And then there's Drake. There's Drake, our yellow lab. He's 13, I think. He's getting up there. But we're gonna get these tires pulled off really quick. I'll show you what we're doing. So for the front and rear pads, I got these from Gino's Garage, and they're affordable. They may not be the best, but they're the Hawk Super Duty for towing, because really that's all this truck does is tow. I drive my 98 every day. That's what I usually drive around town. This truck doesn't get driven much unless I'm picking something up in the bed or I have a trailer behind me. So pads, and then these are, pull them out real quick. These are from a company called Centramatic. I've talked about them on my other truck, and they got 2 bolt patterns. They have the Dodge 8x6.5 and then the Ford 8x170. So really they should fit, I think they fit some GMs also, it depends on the year, but they should fit any of your 8-lug heavy duties. And on the back, see they have a ring on them. If you turn them, you can hear them moving inside, and these balance your wheels for you, so you don't have to put balancing weights on your truck if you don't want to. On the wheels, my 98 Dodge it's on 37 13.5s, and it has no weights on the wheels whatsoever. Has no balancing beads in the tires, has no weights on the wheels. And I've cruised at 80 miles an hour in that truck, and it has 0 vibrations. So these wheels are balanced, but when I get new tires, I'm not going to balance the new tires, just so I don't have to deal with them coming out of balance, because these tires are getting pretty worn down. So I'm trying to I'll get through the summer with them. But these, a set of 4 and 2 spacers in case one of the styles doesn't work for your truck. They cost 220 bucks shipped, around 220. Shipped, free shipping to your house. I had them in 4 days, so I love them. I'm gonna have them on every single truck that I own. They're amazing. They're so much easier than dealing with vibrations from tires coming out of balance. So we're gonna get tires pulled off, and I also gotta fix the parking brake. This truck's a manual, and the rear parking brake's out of adjustment. It occasionally does that. The parking brake works, not very well though, so we're going to adjust that while we're in there. So we're going to do 1 rear, 1 front, so we can rotate tires, and then we'll flip-flop to the other side. So start getting those pulled off, and we'll get this thing fixed up. Okay, tires are off. So one thing on this truck, it does have a 1/4 inch spacer on this truck that sits up here, and the truck doesn't need it, but because this truck has a free spin front hub, these studs that it came with are super long, and the lug nuts are spiked. They're from metal lugs, and I didn't want to, obviously you can see with this that it would go way too far inside, but with the wheel there, I didn't know how deep these were, and I didn't want to run it into an issue, so it's got these just to make sure that's not an issue. You can see the pads are pretty much gone here on the front. It does have Carly ball joints, so while we're in here we can grease the ball joints, see if there's any Zerk fittings on the steering, stuff like that. We can grease all that stuff while we're in here. The front we're just doing pads. The rears we gotta do the pads. The rear we gotta do pads, fix the parking brake, and then we'll rotate the tires. I decided to just, is this a front lug? Yeah. I decided to just take all the tires off, because see how dirty these are. I'm gonna wash the barrels clean the insides, and ceramic coat them tomorrow. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow, so we'll leave it on jacket stands for the night, which I don't think I'm gonna be done tonight anyways. We'll clean them, ceramic coat them, and that way we don't have to worry about brake dust in the future. But yeah, we're gonna get all this, we'll get all this stuff pulled off. These tires are Falcon MTs. I'm not very impressed with them. They got probably 40,000 miles on them. And I know this truck's really heavy. This truck weighs 9,000 pounds. Just driving around. A lot of tools, a lot of weight in it. It usually weighs around 9,000 pounds. And yeah, I don't know if it's tires because of how much it weighs. The tires do fine on the dry. They do fine in the rain, but they're terrible in the snow. Even in four-wheel drive, it sees snow and it'll do a four-wheel burnout on flat ground and it will go nowhere. I love the Nitto Ridge Grapplers that are on second gen that I built. So this truck will probably, it'll either get the Ridge Grapplers. I'm down to 3 tires, either Ridge Grapplers, Yokohama XATs, or the Kanadi Armor Hogs, which are a really heavy towing tire, still in all-terrain. Haven't decided if I want to go that route with a heavy tire for stability towing now that we have our excavator and stuff. So still deciding, but these tires I'm hoping to get through the summer with them. So I'm hoping to get another 9 months out of them. So we got a long time to decide, but we're gonna keep on working on this one, and yeah, we're gonna get this stuff pulled off now. Alright, there you have it. Simple as that. Just go pull the caliper, new pads are in, everything's bolted back on. So finish this up, put the ABS sensor wire back in. We'll get that in a minute. Okay, so that's all buttoned up, everything's done back here. I'll grease these when I'm all done on the truck. I gotta do the track bar and stuff from Thurin, but that's all done, everything's finished up here. I'm not gonna time lapse every wheel. There's no point in showing you guys swapping pads on all 4, but I figured I'd do a time lapse for you real quick. But we're gonna keep on trucking on this and finish this thing up. Okay, so we got this side torn apart, which we already did the other side. We got this side torn apart, and on this side the sliders were frozen, so I pounded the one out, and yeah, it's pretty much gone. And this guy's all beat up. So I ran down to Napa. We got the hardware kit, has the bushings, has the sliders on the bolt kit here. So I'm gonna put this back together with new sliders, new bushings, and then I'm gonna have to take the other side apart. I bought all the stuff for the front and rear, so it'll just be easier to take the other side back apart really quick, since I don't really take me 2 minutes. We'll pull it apart, do it right, swap that stuff, and then move on to the back. So little inconvenience. I was hoping you have, I mean, at least the brakes done today, but it's almost dark now. That took an hour, so we'll keep on moving. Okay, so we got the front back together. Got the new bushings in the front. It's getting kind of dark, so you can't see. The holders are all in. And the rear, so I got the rear off. Let me sit down. In the rear, we gotta pull a caliper bracket off here to pull the disc off, because this is the parking brake and this is the adjuster. So we're gonna have to spin the adjuster, because right now when you put the rotor on, it's super loose. It's not even touching these. So we're gonna turn the adjuster until it just starts to contact the rotor, and then we will go back to that. That way we know that the parking brake's adjusted right. And I do see there is some oil buildup in here, so it's probably gonna need rear seals eventually. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but we'll get to it. Okay guys, so I ran out of light last night to finish filming, so we're just gonna catch up where we are right now and finish this job up really quick, because I gotta load some parts up in this truck and run up to the body shop, check on the Volkswagen project. But we got front and rear brakes done. Rears are all done, front's all done. We got the balancing rings on, which they just sandwich in on the hub. So we got those all on there. I cleaned the tires, the wheels last night also, so these are all done, ready to go on, because I knew I wasn't gonna have much time today. The front on the other side had no issues. This one, well, the front on both sides actually had to use the spacer, which on my 98 Dodge, the one with the step actually goes in the back for the drum, and it doesn't need the spacer. So you just gotta kind of play with them. The front here needed the spacer, but this one, this caliper bracket has been replaced because this caliper froze up a few years ago, and it had some ridges on it right here that were contacting it. So I had to get the grinder out. We ground this last night, and then I painted it black, just so it doesn't rust right away. Still will. It's hard to see, but there is a tiny bit of air gap in there, which that's fine, because this will be sandwiched. This does not move, so it's not going to contact. I've spun the front rotor, it doesn't hit. So I'm going to grease all the Zerk fittings up in here really quick, then we're going to throw these tires on, load up, and I will end this video once I get the tires on, and we're going to start the next video immediately after that, up at the body shop looking at the Volkswagen. Alright guys, truck is done. Got it all pulled out, so we're gonna finish up this video here. Got all the tires torqued back on. Parking brake works great. It actually holds the truck now. It'll actually stop the truck from a roll when you put it on. So parking brake's good to go. Tires are on, brakes are good. So we're gonna end this here. I got all the Volkswagen stuff loaded up in here, and in the back we're gonna head up to the body shop right now. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this video. We're gonna hit the road. We're gonna start filming the next one.